And now, let's join ace broadcaster MAMODE AKUGHA as he inside the Niger Delta.
Hello out there and welcome. It's Inside the Niger Delta, the authentic voice of Nigeria's oil-rich region. I'm your regular host, MAMODE AKUGHA. We begin today from Delta State, where Oberewori has reassured residents across the oil community will be left behind in his administration's ongoing infrastructure upgrade and transformation efforts. Right Honorable Oberewori gave the assurance during a recent inspection tour of ongoing projects around the Warri axis of the state. He also charged contractors to ensure and maintain high standards of all works.
The recent inspection rounds by the governor of Delta State, Right Honorable Sheriff Oberewori, took off in Warri City, where the governor and his team toured the current state of things at the ongoing rehabilitation of Warri Township Stadium.
3 months before I decided to come out. Yes, sir. I gave you time, so I give you time to do a lot of work. Yes, sir. This project is very, very.
The governor then reveals other plans to make the sporting venue even more appealing.
The first award, there's no hospitality suite, so with in line with the modern kind of stadium now, if you put hospitality suite, that will even encourage a lot of people to use this place for matches and all that. But the indoor sports, they are doing a brand new one. They finished the piling, waiting for it to get cured, and it's a brand new indoor sports there.
From there, the governor's team headed for NDNTV within Warri, the oil city, where a flyover bridge and road expansion are currently ongoing to decongest the ever-busy. The people were excited to see his way up to the top of the bridge to see for him work at the top. Here, Oberewori commended the people for their understanding and cooperation despite the inconveniences of the ongoing works.
With the kind of pain we pass through for this NRA junction to Marikweta, because it's the only access road, main road from where you're coming from Udu to main market traders. They live in Udu, but they are happy. See that they are happy because they know that we are doing the right thing.
The last port of call for the governor and his team was the multi-billion naira Udu Harbour Market, where over 600 shops and stores are currently undergoing construction. Governor Oberewori in the press here assured the people that no part of the state would be left out in his administration's drive to upgrade infrastructure that will stimulate progress for the people.
We know what we want to do. We are here to serve the people. I have told people that I'm governor for all. If you look at all the projects we have awarded in this local government, and if you look at the amount, you will know that we have done. And all these projects are fully funded.
Personal supervision of project has become a key feature of Governor Oberewori's administration, aimed at ensuring infrastructure is delivered according to specifications and within a reasonable time frame. Strategy is yielding results have been completed and are already serving the people, while in other cases, erring contractors and even supervising government query when irregularities were discovered.
Delta.
With political realignments gaining momentum and discussions on opposition taking shape across Nigeria, the African Democratic Congress ADC is stepping up efforts to consolidate its base through strategic stakeholder engagements across the country, with the Niger Delta not left out of the brewing political move. This week in Calabar, the Cross River State capital, the ADC hosted over 500 voters from across the 18 local government areas in a bid to strengthen its position itself as a credible political alternative to the 2027 general elections.
Talks of a political coalition to unseat the
current all-progressive federal government are gaining significant momentum. The movement, which started at the national level, is now beginning to trickle down into various geopolitical zones and states across the country. Last week in Calabar, the capital of Cross River State, prominent political figures known to be from parties like the People's Democratic Party (PDP), the Labour Party and others, as well as youth interest groups, seem to be aligning with the African Democratic Congress (ADC), the official platform coalition. PDP stalwart Right Honorable Bassi Ewa led the call for adopt the ADC as the leading opposition force in Cross River State ahead of 2027.
I move this motion. We have accepted as political parties in Cross to formally move to join the ADC.
Former Cross River State Governor, former Minister of Niger Delta Affairs, Dr. Usani Uhuru Usani, and others of the movement stressed that primarily to alternative that reflects the aspirations of Nigerians and indeed Cross River people frustrated with unfulfilled promises and entrenched political failures.
The economy of the country has really gone to a point that is unimaginable, and we also have a challenge of an unresponsive leadership, this new formation, to provide hope, real hope for the future and for the younger generation of the country. The very philosophy of the formation suggests to you that there is an alternative sought. It is the fulfillment of that alternative, not just to win election, but to guarantee the security of the younger generation running the affairs of the country with probity and sanctity of purpose.
In a constitutional democracy, there cannot be just one party. Otherwise, you're moving towards a command economy, a command political system, where somebody sits down somewhere and is able to predict things ahead of time. What we're doing is guaranteeing our constitution and ensuring that we will have a more and fruitful, all to the benefit of the Nigerian people.
This group seems wary of the current political setup in Cross River and the country at large, insist that credibility and track record, not just party affiliation, should be the true measure of any political ambition. They believe the coalition must adopt this approach if it truly hopes to dislodge the current players dominating the national political space. Coalition talks continue. Cross River and 5 other states remain firmly in the control of the APC, while Bayelsa and Rivers remain with the PDP and Abia is governed by. Nationally, the APC 3 governors, the PDP holds 10, while AKUGHA, Labour PP have 1 governor each. Against this backdrop, inside the Niger Delta, spoke with some political observers here in River State who shared their thoughts on the growing call for coalition, even politicking slowly gathers momentum.
As we speak, one of the states in Niger Delta is being cheated. That is the state we call River State. Where is the heart of Niger Delta? Where you just come and use a verbal statement to remove a governor. So these things goes back to the minds of Niger Delta people to come back to say, no, let us reset under the platform of the coalition, which is the ATC, and they will use to reset this political backwardness in Nigeria.
I see just feel mistreated in Bola Tinubu's administration, trying to finance. I don't think if this is a threat to the already existing political structures in South-South.
So far, the coalition boasts of notable figures like former Vice President Atiku Abubakar, Labour Party's Peter Obi, former Senate President River State Governor Rotimi Amechi, among Nigerians who have openly scored the current admin low expectations. Niger Deltans, like many other Nigerians, have enlisted frustration over worsening, which many blame on the policies of the current government. However, whether or not the region will fully align with the growing calls for change in leadership is seen, especially with nearly 2 years still left in the current administration's tenure.
Inside
The Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of the Niger Delta Development Commission, NDDC, Dr. Samuel Ogbuku, has charged staff of the commission to buckle up for the enormous task of delivering the much-needed development in the oil-rich region. Dr. Ogbuku gave the charge last week during a management and staff meeting of the NDDC. He added that with the 25th anniversary celebrations now behind them, all hands must be on deck to drive the rapid transformation of the largely underdeveloped communities across the country's oil-rich region.
It's been 25 years since the Niger Delta Development Commission, NDDC, was established by the President Olusegun Obasanjo-led administration to drive lasting peace and facilitate the holistic development in Nigeria's oil-bearing region. Following an elaborate celebration of its silver jubilee a few weeks ago, the leadership of the commission, which is back to work last week, held a parley with the staff of the NDDC Event Center in Port Harcourt. The Executive Director of Finance and Administration of the commission, Alabo Boma Iyaye, set the meeting in motion with a welcome address wherein he thanked the management and staff for all their efforts that led to the success of the 25th anniversary celebration.
I want to thank all our staff who came out, put elected and who actively participated in the whole process. It was a huge success by all standards. If not for support, if not for your participation, if not for your attendance, we would not have been able to achieve what we achieve.
With the anniversary celebrations now behind them, the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of the Commission, Dr. Samuel Obuku, went on to urge staff of the NDDC to redouble their efforts in translating the plans and policies of the interventionist agency into tangible outcomes across communities in the region.
I want all of us to double our efforts. Let us not go back to sleep, because when you go back to sleep, sometimes that is when the devil comes. Watch and pray. In watching, I mean that everything we do, we put our eyes on the goal. That means show more concentration on your job. That means you must be more committed to your job. That is what I mean by watch and pray.
Speaking further, Dr. Obuku thanked President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for his continued support and encouragement, which he said has set the Commission on a path of steady progress in recent months. He assured that the NDDC management and staff remain fully committed to implementing the renewed hope agenda across the region, with a focus on alleviating the hardships faced by the masses struggling to make a living.
So the interest and commitment of Mr. President in the Niger, using us as his foot soldiers, to express that interest, we cannot fail. I'm using this opportunity to induct all of you into the renewed hope agenda of Mr. President. And the renewed hope agenda of Mr. President, just like as I said, in NDDC, is defined as a social contract that is transmitting ideas and vision into reality.
The president of the NDDC Staff Union, Comrade John Achorituri, leadership for its demonstrated commitment to the development of the region as well as to the welfare of its workforce. He then assured the managing director and his team of the staff's full cooperation in ensuring that the Commission delivers on its mandate of facilitating the much-needed development across the Niger Delta region.
Inter. Ezekiel Group, oil and gas, dredging, power and air transportation. Ezekiel Group, petroleum product sufficiency, energy sustainability and development.
EC at 25.
NDDC make it home. Across Nigeria, don't know. This not the day for our region to shine brighter. Development is. We will be right here making a difference. Oh, 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 NDDC. Oh, 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 NDDC. Oh, 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 we there for you.
NDDC, years of making a difference.
The Bayelsa State government is taking bold steps to revolutionize agriculture across the state. As part of the plan, demonstration farms will be set up in every local government area to promote a return to farming, boost food production, and create meaningful opportunities for the people. This of a recent meeting between Governor Doyediri and local government chairmen, where the governor urged them to key into his administration's renewed drive to reposition agriculture of all lands.
Agriculture remains a major source of food and a key provider of jobs for thousands and people. But in Bayelsa State, despite its rich and fertile land, the sector has lagged behind for too long. Now, the government says fully harness the land for crop production, both for local consumption and export to other states. Governor Doyediri strategy meeting with local government chairmen in Yenagoa said the chairmen have a key driving this effort. He added that there was coordination with the state ministries of Agriculture and Survey and Marine and Blue Economy to make this possible.
Each of you must identify at least 2 to 3 areas of comparative advantage, so that you can demonstration farms that will enable our people to now key in. The coordinating ministry will coordinate, and I want to be receiving reports. And I think it is very timely and better late than never for us to now look into agriculture. And
he reiterated that this initiative is not just about food security, but also about creating employment, reducing poverty, and stimulating rural development.
We have no reason to be talking about hunger in Bayelsa State. We are naturally rich. How are we exploiting these riches that nature has bestowed on us? It is time that Bayelsa should produce what they will eat and at the same time sell to others, really export to other countries.
Local government chairmen raised over pressing challenges such as the lack of mechanized farming equipment, inadequate technical expertise, and perennial flooding devastates farmlands and livelihoods.
One of we have is land space is a serious matter. Another thing is our environment. Our farmlands are filled with trees, and so bringing in that in itself is a problem. And so we need assistance.
Certain job, especially, can comfortably support the cassava farming. We can do the aquaculture thing too. Because of the constant floods, I think that we need the one we have to and protect.
In response, Governor Diri amended that all legitimate concerns will be addressed through relevant state agencies. He promised that his administration would provide to empower local councils to lead the agriculture from the grassroots. With this renewed focus on agriculture, the Diri-led administration is hopeful will not only achieve food sufficiency but will also become a hub for agri-business and agro-processing in the Niger Delta.
Niger Delta.
The kingdom came alive last week with full splendor as sons and daughters of the kingdom rolled out drums to celebrate their culture and ancestral heritage at the 2025 Odunoba Festival. The festival, Odubami, is an annual celebration to mark the end of the harvest season and the beginning of the planting season by the Yoruba people in Ondo area who are as the Ekimogun. It also presents the people with an opportunity to honor the Osemawe of Ondo Kingdom.
The Odun Oba Festival, also known as Odun Bami, which dates back over 500 years, is an annual celebration where indigents of the Ondo Kingdom in the government area of Ondo State, both diaspora, converge to honor the Oshimawe and paramount ruler of Ondo Kingdom, confirm their loyalty to the ancient throne while celebrating their shared heritage. This year we are no different, as the festivals started about 2 weeks ago with the Udijo Odun Oba ceremony at the palace of the king, where chiefs gathered for the official proclamation of the series of events for the celebration. Last week, the festival took off properly with the Ugashu, where prayers were offered on behalf of the king for continued wisdom, strength, and in the traditional administration of the kingdom. After that, the Otumbas, Olojas, and high chiefs present livestock and traditional offerings, including the king as a symbol of their respect and gratitude. This is followed by the climax of the celebrations. Timawe and paramount ruler of Ondo Kingdom, His Imperial Majesty Oba Dr. Victor Adesimbo Kiladejo Jilo III, moves round the streets of the kingdom, exchanging greetings and gifts with his subjects and by kingdom. The people then accompanied their revered monarch back to the female high chiefs in the kingdom, respect to their monarch. The Ologbo Kingdom, Chief Bayonle Akinagbe, and the West Local Government Area, Onle Akinfolarin, explained the significance of the festival to the people of the kingdom.
Today is a day where the Kabiyesi and the Otu chiefs are celebrating. The Otu chiefs, they are just like the kitchen cabinet of Kabiyesi. So we are pledging our loyalty to him. That's why they use sword to pray for him. So they come back to Ologbo for prayers.
It's a fantastic event. We believe so much in the culture and tradition of our people. We are very happy. It's a must that has to be celebrated. And of the year, we're always upright, forthright, and steadfast. It's not only an interest, it's an obsession those have for the Odunoba Festival.
Other high chiefs and indigents present at the event commended their monarch Oba Dr. Victor Adesimbo Kiladejo Jilo III for keeping this tradition going for the last 80 years reign and his role in uniting the people.
The King Dejo worked so hard since he stepped into the reign of Ondo Chieftaincy Institution. We have had at least 4 universities, and apart from that, Primary schools are increasing. Secondary school are going up.
Akabesi is bringing back sons and daughters of Ondo to be able to continue to celebrate our culture. Is rich.
They also meant to intensify efforts in promoting indigenous cultures as tools for economic growth, tourism, and the preservation of identity in this era of modernization that seems holding tradition of the many peoples
inside the Niger Delta.
Well, that's the size of our package on the program for today. You can now also watch our program live on our YouTube channel at NDNTV Nigeria on Mondays at 9 p.m., 9:20 p.m. on Wednesdays at 9:30 p.m. Please do well to subscribe at NDNTV Nigeria for live updates and many more. Inside the Niger Delta, the authentic voice of Niger's oil-rich region will be back same time, same station next week. Until then, you can follow us on our social media handles showing right now on your screens. Until next week, I am MAMODE AKUGHA, thanking you for staying tuned. Bye for now.